Today we're going to be taking a look at the ultimate build guide for the warrior. This thing not only is going to be destroying anything that gets in the way, it's going to take a lot of punishment. So you're going to be tanky as well. And on top of that, we're going to be letting you know on how to use this class and what not to use it for. So let's dive into this video. If you like this type of videos, a like is appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for even more Dragon's Dogma 2 videos. Now, the warrior class is a class that you're going to be able to unlock very early in the game. However, this class, it does take somewhat of to get used to it. What I mean by that is as soon as you unlock it, it's a very frustrating type of class because you need to unlock a lot of skills to make this very OP. Now, the way to play with this class is going to be one. It is a warrior. So that means you're going to be on the ground a lot. You're going to be dashing. You're going to be destroying. And you're going to be able to take advantage of a lot of different things such as the weapon skills, court skills, augments, and different weapons that I will show you. And then on top of that, the different rings. Now, one particular thing that this warrior does not do well is when you're fighting enemies that you need to get on top of them. This is not the class for that. If you want that type of class, it's either going to be the thief or the mystic. Those two classes do so well against big type of like cyclops or ogres. You get on top of them, you're able to destroy it. Now, this class, no. This class is on the ground, taking damage, dealing damage, and we're going to be taking a look at the skills. First of all, we're going to be using the racing sweep. This thing is going to just pretty much delete anything that gets around it. And I'll show you later on different tips that I'm going to give you on how to make this class more effective. Other one that you're going to be able to use a lot is the Heaven War Zunder. As you are able to see this thing takes down anything that is above you and anything that is around you. It'll sweep them. It'll also throw them to the sky. On top of this, this type of skill, weapon skill, is so perfect to take down Cyclops. It'll knock them under Tushy. And as you are able to see here throughout the whole entire gameplay, every single knock that I hit on a Cyclops, it brought them down. So that's why you got to unlock this one. Because this is probably going to be your go-to type of weapon skill that you want to deal a lot of damage with. If you want to crush anything, you want to break it in half, this is the one, the Indomitable Slash. This is an advanced type of weapon skill that is going to inflict so much damage and is going to be, when fully charged, it's just going to cut your enemy in half, which is just crazy. If you want to take down Cyclops, you want to take down different ogres, there is nothing like the Mountain Breaker. This thing unleashes a tremendous amount of damage. Also, this skill is really good to be able to take down dragons when you are inflicting damage in the weak part, which is the heart. You are able to do this. You're going to inflict a lot of damage, as you are able to see here in the gameplay. I'm also showing you on the left in the different weapon skills on the right. You're able to see how effective this class is. First, we're going to be taking a look at the bold work for the core skills. This was going to reduce the damage taken from any hostile target during any charge. The breakneck strike is going to unleash a very tremendous amount of damage when fully charged. In the chain of blow, this is going to employ any momentum in any of the foes and is going to increase an additional mighty sweep, and is going to go really good with one of our weapon skills, which is going to be the racing sweep. Those two put together are going to do a lot of damage. And the last one is going to be the repulse. The repulse matches great with the Heaven Ward Sounder because they both work almost similar. One is going to help you with that parry when you're trying to do that unleash attack, and the other one is just going to just increment the amount of damage you're going to be able to do, which is going to knock down any Cyclops, any Ogre really easy. Now let's take a look at different type of augments. As you are progressing to the different classes, you're going to unlock different augments. The best augments that you're going to be able to use for the warrior are going to be the following. Polarity is going to augment the strength during the day and also during the night, so you're able to take care of those different type of damages. Pertinacity, this is going to improve your ability to break through on opponent's guard. And with the way this warrior class is able to deal so much damage and at the same time take that damage, this augment goes perfectly. Vitality is just what it says. It's going to increase our maximum health to be able to stay in the fight. Metal is going to augment our physical defense, and this is a must for this class because you are going to take a lot of damage. But I also have a few tricks that I'm going to show you later in the video, so you got to stick around on how we're going to improve the amount of damage we're going to be able to take and reduce that damage. Dominance is what it says. It's going to augment your knockdown power. That is why you're able to see the different type of Cyclops, different type of Ogres, even any enemies just go down on one shot. And Intrepidity is going to reduce the accumulation of our loss gauge when receiving damage, which is very important for this class because this class is a class that you're going to be just upfront dealing a lot of damage and also taking a lot of damage. So we got to make sure that our loss gauge is always down. Type of weapons that we're going to be using for this type of class are going to be two. One is going to be a great sword. The other one is going to be this Cyclops Thunder. It's a hammer. Why we're using those two? Because they do different type of damage. One, the Wounded Heart, which is a really good sword. Now, have in mind, this is a build before going to NG+. So these are the best weapons, the best gear so far before you hit the new game plus. Now, Wounded Heart, what it's good for, it does a nice slash strength. So you're going to be able to do that, especially when you're doing the sweeping attack. This weapon does good damage. It does a very heavy strength damage, but it doesn't have a lot of knockdown power. And that is why we have the Cyclopean Thunder, because this one does what the sword doesn't do. It does a tremendous amount of knockdown power. It does a strike strength. It also has very nice magic with 150% of element damage into this hammer, making it the best hammer before you hit NG+. Now let's take a look at the different type of armor pieces. What you want to focus on here is on one, knockdown resistance. Whatever armor you're getting, whatever you are trying to do, make sure you're always increasing your knockdown power. Now, if you want to know how to reduce, because I know the question is going to be, how is it that you're very light when you are so heavy at the same time? Well, this is the tip. I'm going to pin a video in the comments, which is going to show you on how to unlock a very secret vendor. This is the Dwarven vendor. This vendor is going to allow to increase your knockdown power. Now, if you want to even further this and make it more OP, you got to go and take a look at the Dragon Forge. You got to get those type of dragon crystals, give those to him, and then it's going to make any armor, any weapon, half of the weight. As I mentioned, I will leave the link in the pinned comment so you know how to be able to unlock that secret vendor. And as you're able to see there, just take a look. It's very nice armor. In this one, we are using the diabolic cruisers. All of these you are able to purchase through the different vendors. Now, the different type of rings. I have a couple of options. One, we are going to use the Ring of Triumph. This is going to increase our maximum stamina, maximum health, and also the maximum weight amount that we're going to be able to carry. So that's why it goes really perfect with this build. The other ring is going to be the Ring of Vehemence. This one is going to allow us to stagger and knock down foes a lot easier. Also like to put in good combination this ring with also the following ring, which is going to be the ring of resolution. This is going to allow me to be knocked down a lot less when I am fighting. That's why you're able to see me right up front with a different type of drakes, dragons, cyclops, or ogres. I don't go down easy because this ring and the whole entire synergy of this build just makes it very OP, allows me to be in there really close and just deal a lot of damage. The other ring that I probably will tell you to use is going to be the Ring of Brawn. This is going to offer a great boost on your strength and also on the less weight you have. Now, which I'm very light. So the ring says the lighter you are, the stronger you're going to hit. So if my different weapons are hitting at 861 and at 801, they're probably hitting at 1,000. So that's why you're able to see how easy I'm able to take down all those different foes. There you go. So that is the complete build on how to make this god tier type of tier build for the warrior. Also, what type of pawn will I use with this? I always like to use my mage for a couple of reasons. One, to infuse the different type of elements on my weapons when I don't have an elemental weapon. And two, just to keep me alive when I need a lot of health or I'm down on it. She is really good about doing that and just keeping me alive in the fight, so I'm able to take down the different foes. There you go. That is how you're able to put this amazing warrior build. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.